Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. I've been out of pocket all week, or I'd be on more, but today we're going to cover a few comments. Anybody wants to make a comment, I wish you would do like me. Go get your factual statements before you make these comments, okay? Because I'm going to go over this and I'm going to show pictures. I'm going to be very factual about my position and my opinion, okay? And everybody's got an opinion. But let's start with the first one. Well, let me talk, first I'm going to talk to you about this. On all my buildings, except my Best Buys, I use all 2x8 trusses. Why? It's stronger than a 2x6. My competitors don't do it, okay? They used to use 2x4s, but when I went to 2x6s, they changed. Now they're gonna have to move to 2x8s to keep up with me. I was the first one that brought their all-treated building to Louisiana. They had to catch up to me. Everything I do, they copy, and that's fine. But the bottom line is, we lead the pack, okay? Now, let's go to the first comment. This is Mr. Chauvin. He's snuffing out new up-and-coming competition before they can get big and compete with him. Sir, I ain't snuffing out nobody. It's called competition. Y'all all welcome to join in this thing. But let me tell you something. 25 years ago, when I had to fight it all by myself, I didn't complain. I didn't make excuses. If you want to get in the game, get in the game. But it's highly competitive when you deal with me. Okay? So I ain't trying to snuff them out. Just get on the court and let's play. Okay? So I want to stop you on that one. Okay, before they can get big. Okay, red flag is probably strong language. Red flag says a prejudice that they're automatically raising cause for concern. A better way to describe it would be, at this point, you probably want to get some references and look at the company's past work instead of automatically slotting them in the danger zone. Wrong. I'm going to go through this one more time. You go to the Secretary of State, see how long they've been in business, who the proper parties are. Then go to the LSOB site, make sure they're state licensed contractors. Make sure they got no violations. Then go look at their facility and see if they're vested. I mean, we all look at how people operate, and it is something that we use whether we go eat in a restaurant or whatever, okay? And I'm telling you, if you don't have any equipment, and if you're not vested, it's a concern, okay? Now, years in business, it's a concern, okay? Because the average length before somebody's successful is about 5 to 6 years. So if you're below 5 or 6 years, you haven't even proven the test that you're going to survive in business, okay? Now, I want to make something. Look, what's the next slide? No, go back. I've been on that state licensing board for a long time. And I'm telling you, these people that are operating that are not licensed and are taking money, like Brent Dugas just got caught 3 or 4 weeks ago. A lady in Lake Charles got hit for $160,000 on references, okay? I'm going to show, and you just keep watching. I'm going to get to another statement, and I'm going to show you some more people. Those people that are doing this should not be in the contracting business, okay? Let's go on. All right, to Mr. Walker. I bet half them crews spinning up his building are small guys. Let's be honest, most of these distributors, I'm not a distributor. Let's get something straight here. I am a manufacturer, and I'm a licensed contractor of 25 years. I'm not a distributor. Delivered to site and let a smaller sub put them up for them with their markup on top of that. Once again, I'm the contractor. I sign the contract. I do everything, from building it to pouring the slab to forming it. And I stand behind the warranty. So I'm not a distributor, okay? Do we sub out stuff, plumbing, electrical? There are certain things, of course, everybody does this, the contractor, but the contractor ultimately is responsible. That's the difference in what you just put out up here. Distributors, like buying a metal building from someone, like the tubular people, you're 100% right. They ship it there, they hire some little local, they go put them up. Okay, but who stands behind the warranties? Who stands behind the workmanship? See, I'm a licensed contractor, general contractor and residential contractor, and have been one for 25 years. This is work we do. We have our own engineers here. I've been doing this for 25 years. I'm not a distributor, okay? Let's get that straight. If you think I am, prove it, because it's not true, okay? I've got over 20,000 buildings, kits and buildings put on all over this country. So I'm not a distributor. Seems more like a law that Lee pushed through to force you to be licensed contractor to build a shed, an attempt to push companies out of business. He also wants to talk about people breaking the law while being a corrupt politician who uses his office for personal gain, which is illegal. I'm not a politician. I'm a public servant. I've never ran for nothing, don't intend on running for nothing, so don't call me a politician, okay? But this is the problem. You condone this, apparently. Look at this. And he goes on and on. I've been on this board for 15 years, and let me tell you something. You haven't been there to see the problems. These corrupt people who take people's money and run. I've been in business for 25 years. You call me corrupt, prove it. You can't. I challenge you to come here face to face. We'll have a lively debate. Come prove it. So folks, if he can't prove it, then what he's doing is attacking someone without any evidence whatsoever. I always produce evidence when I say something, and always will. But what gives you the right to say that about me? You have no evidence. You're talking. Maybe you're just jealous because we are successful. I have no idea because I don't know you. If I do, I don't remember meeting you. But the bottom line is, look at this. This is the problem. That's why I changed the law. And I ain't through changing that law. There's some more stuff coming. Wait the next session. But you know what? These guys who didn't want to be licensed contractors should have never built to $75,000. That's what this is. You wouldn't hire a doctor that wasn't licensed, would you? So I don't understand why y'all think it's so bad, some of y'all, not everybody, that someone who wants to be a contractor will be a licensed contractor and is tested. Makes sense to me. I don't know why it doesn't make sense to you unless you're one of these guys who don't want to go get licensed. And I can't figure out why. It'll help you market your business. If you're going to compete with me, you better get licensed. I mean, I just don't understand how you figure that this, changing the law to stop this, is corrupt. What's the next slide? You got another, where's the other, comment. There was another comment.
No, you want to play the video?
Yeah, go ahead and play the video. Let me play a video for you too.
No, the contract.
Contractor.
A Lake Charles man has been arrested accused of contractor fraud in Acadia Parish. The sheriff's office identified him as 48-year-old Brent Dugas. The investigation revealed Dugas was allegedly hired to erect a building on the victim's property, with half the costs paid up front. But a year later, the victim filed a criminal complaint of contractor fraud, which led to a sheriff's investigation and Dugas' arrest in Calcasieu Parish.
Okay, that's why I changed the law, this kind of stuff. And he was in business 8 years. He should have never been in business. I'm just telling you right now, he never was tested. And he's hitting people for a lot of money. There's a lot of charges out there. That's why I changed the law. And frankly, I don't know why you would attack me for doing something that makes John Q. Public more safer. That is our job at the State Licensing Board, just for your information. What do you think our function is? It's to try to change things. And by the way, it passed unanimously through the House, the Senate, the governor signed it. Apparently, they saw the same thing I saw that you don't see. How could I get the whole legislature to back this if it wasn't the right thing to do? It's obvious it's the right thing to do. And it will clean up this system. It will make everybody more accountable. And that's what it's all about. Now, I have another comment. Where's that comment at? Right here. What does he do to stop doors? That's probably a wind-loaded door. That's what I would say. It's a wind-loaded door. That part of the country, it has to be a wind. They make us put wind-loaded doors according to the code, I believe. So I think the main reason why I didn't bless is because it's a wind-loaded door. They cost more money. It's a wind-loaded door. I want to know the same thing, and I doubt the 29 gauge sheet metal that comes standard on all their buildings. It is 29 on all my buildings unless the customer asks for it. Standard's 29. All those buildings that are 29. Let me tell you why. The reason we don't have to use 26 gauge is because unlike steel, my girts and purlins are 2 feet apart. In steel, they're 3 to 5 feet apart. They got to use 26 gauge, and it's the, you know the thickness difference in that? It's the thickness of a hair. You know, if you watch some of my videos, I've covered this multiple times about this issue. So I mean, watch the videos, and then if you got some information and you want to send it to me, I'll respond. But the idea that you make the statement, I've been researching, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Research the stuff for you. I don't mind you commenting. I don't mind talking about it. But I've addressed this before, why we use 29 gauge. It does not pay to use the 26 gauge. The girts and purlins are too close. Hope I answered your question. Next. We're back to this. I got a comment from these are not galvanized dip. The problem you have, and there's going to be a comment here, that's why you paint the wells and anchors to prevent rust. Maintenance, 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 I keep telling you, maintenance, maintenance, and maintenance. You're not going to go to the maintenance for the average customer. And let me tell you something. If you use galvanized, but the standard bolts they're sending out there are not galvanized, you're going to have to request galvanized. Now, if you talk about this, you're going 50 years of hot dip bolt, and I can calculate the capacity, okay. But the amount of dip makes a difference. The coating, the amount of coating makes a difference of whether it's 15, 25, or 50. In fact, go to the next one. All right, there's no practical upper limit on the term of industrial galvanized coating, while 10 to 25 years is the most common coating guarantee ranged on by project managers. Guarantee periods of 50 years or more can be supported by specific projects. So you're correct. But you got it, it's a specific, you have to special order that. They're not going to send the standards 10 to 25. But you can get them to 50, but if you're going to compare it to post frame, I have a lifetime warranty from the manufacturer of treated lumber. I ain't got to worry about 50 years. Then I'm putting all my posts in a post protector. You ain't got no maintenance, and you don't have to worry about any of this. This is a typical construction. As you can see, it's all treated. You can see the number of trusses, how far apart our purlins, everything is. There's our truss system. There's our post system. Okay? And so I hope I've answered y'all's questions. I'm going to finish off here in the next few minutes. We will beat anybody's price, apples to apples. I don't care if it's a steel building. I don't care if it's a stick frame or post frame. $1,000, or I'll give you free 2x8 truss in your building if you buy Best Buy. My other buildings come standard with it. Okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, we will beat anybody's price on a kit, Construction, bring them on. Bring everybody on. I'm okay with it. Is that my last comment here?
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for listening. I hope I answered y'all's comments. You can always call our office at 337-214-0428, or you can call me on my cell phone number, 337-515-2154. Keep bringing on the questions. I'll keep responding, but I'm always going to respond with evidence. I'm not just going to talk it, okay? The evidence should back up any of our comments. You know, if I'm going to say you took their money, I'm going to put the evidence on the deal. If you're going to call me something, produce the evidence. It's easy just to say it when you can't prove it. That's not real good, in my opinion. If that's all you can do is just say it, prove it. Because you know. But anyway, I thank y'all for listening. Keep bringing on the questions. We'll keep pushing. And once again, treated wood, Mallett Buildings are better than steel buildings. That is my opinion, and I'll sticking to it. Thank y'all for listening.
As you can see, my neighbors and lots of my neighbors had a lot of destruction. I was very blessed to actually have my building survive. I just have a few gutters that came off, but for the most part, all the doors stayed together. The workmanship was actually very, very good on the building. It was in the neighborhood. It was above 100 miles an hour in this area. As you can see, I actually have a side apron that actually stayed as well. So no lifting on my building, no issues at all. So thank you, Mallett Buildings. Definitely appreciate it.
That much money, and I invested that much money in it, and for this man and his wife to do this, it's unbelievable.
Alicia Joseph is a full-time mail carrier. Her story began when she saw a home along her route and decided she wanted to buy it and renovate it. After talking with a few friends about the project, someone recommended T&D Carpentry for the job.
I first hired him in September of 23, gave him his first deposit. For anybody who's asking, no, I did not give him all the money up front. I'm smarter than that. This was over a period of time. And it was just delay after delay. And every time I questioned him, it was the city is coming, they're checking this, they're checking that. It was always an excuse.
Joseph says while Derek Bellard continued to communicate with her about the work, progress on the house halted.
Initially, anytime that I would contact him, he would call me right back. He would come to the house trying to explain to me why it was taking so long to do things. And so I would contact my friends who had used him before. And they were like, he does good work, but his timeline is crazy. He's slow.
She tried to remain patient until she got some news.
I had gotten to the point where I was like, I'm done. I'm done with the excuses, finish the house. And then he files bankruptcy.
Joseph says clients of Bellard's received word he filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. She then went to the sheriff's office and filed a report.
I've given him over a 6 to 8 month period of time, $129,000. Yeah, the videos speak volumes. That's what he left the house looking like after that amount of money.
7 News learned T&D Carpentry Enterprises is registered as a home improvement contractor. And according to state licensing rules, home improvement contractors cannot accept projects that exceed $75,000. That was unknown to Joseph. She now hopes sharing her story helps to inform others. For those who may find themselves in a similar situation, Joseph says speak up.
Anybody else that's out there that's scared or you think you're going to be embarrassed because you were taken advantage of, the only thing we did was trust a person with a rotten heart and rotten teeth is basically all I can say.
Derek Bellard is currently out on bond. 7 News reached out for comment, but